right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to day 2. And so today is a little different. I actually got a little surprise for you guys, so I'm actually a little excited about that. So I feel like I really didn't outline that the best in the first video. So the plan of all of this is to really walk you guys through day by day of what I'm doing, how I'm running the business, and what I really want to show you guys today is actually putting a plan in place in order to reach back out to customers and create a better retention. And then we're going to craft a marketing message for our existing customers. And so one thing that we did this year that's a little bit different is we created a loyalty reward system. So I can go further into that, but the point of that is to kind of incentivize customers that actually come back to us year after year. Now, obviously you guys understand a loyalty reward system. I'm sure you guys see them all the time when you guys go somewhere, you put in your phone number or something, right? And you collect points via every time you spend a certain amount with them. That's something that I wanted to implement this year because one, I do feel like customers that do come back year after year, we should give them reason to be incentivized to keep coming back. I think it's a great idea whenever companies invest back into their customers and put money back into their pockets. So on top of that, today I have a meeting with our field rep. And so he's pretty much ready to be onboarded on. The only thing I'm missing to do is get his W-2 ready and then get all his paperwork and stuff ready. And I'll show you guys how I do that. We're just doing that off of Square, which is connected to QuickBooks. And so, I'll show you guys that too. So the plan is to kind of give you guys just a little bit more in depth. So after where we're going to right now, we may stop somewhere and I'll probably go ahead and craft like the implementation and the retention plan for the past customers. I'll break down the loyalty reward system, and then we'll go ahead and craft that message today and send that out to past customers. Because right now in Texas, coming into February, March, this is where things really start getting busy. So I'll show you guys what we have ready so far, and then let's kind of go from there.
I was born, 6 gun in my hand, behind a gun. Make my final stand. That's why they call me bad company, and I can't deny bad company till the day I die. Till the day I die. Rebel souls, deserters we are called.
All right, guys, so we finally made it to our destination. I almost missed our damn turn. But the big surprise was today I will be taking my first class in flight aviation. And so I'm thinking of getting my pilot's license. So my wonderful wife went and purchased me a day to come out here and give it a test run. So we're gonna go ahead and see how this goes. I'm not sure where the entrance is, but we'll sure figure it out. We'll figure it out. Look at those planes. Dope, 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 dope. All right, guys, so we literally just finished up, and if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I'm not a fan of heights. I don't like jumpy, turbulent shit. But I have been for a while, like wondering, what other skill set or what else can I bring to the table? Because, and again, before I even get to that, my point is like sometimes when you step in a room, it's easy for everyone that you meet to be an entrepreneur or somebody who's running a business or someone who runs a business. But it's very rare when you can be like, hey man, like if I'm in a room full of entrepreneurs, it's easy for me to just be like, hey man, like I'm actually a pilot, right? And so I can attract a different set of people, and it brings a different factor out. Versus being like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, right? Like, and again, my point is sometimes it's cool to have something different to be your anchor whenever you're trying to network with people, right? Hope you guys enjoyed the little videos that I took. Blake, which was the instructor, he was super awesome the way he explained everything. But that was, I mean, I'm gonna have to think on that one, man, because that was nuts. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're gonna go sit down. We'll go over some business things with you guys. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head back on the road. And yeah, I'll see you guys here in a little bit, all right? Right now, we already finished up the call that we needed to have with our sales team. And so if you guys saw a brief clip of that, it's just the one guy that I brought on right now. And I'm really hoping this particular sales guy has previous door-to-door experience, and he has previous sales experience as well, which is extremely helpful in this situation. But your boy is dragging ass a little bit, so we're on our way to Starbucks right now. We're gonna go ahead and grab some coffee. In the midst of that, we're gonna be making some phone calls. So I'm taking this opportunity right now that my son is taking a nap. I got my laptop with me here, and we'll just make some phone calls to businesses as we're just kind of going about our day. So yeah, that's just what it is. That's sometimes what you have to do and kind of work around the things that you're doing. But yeah, anyway, so like I said, I got to go ahead and turn on the hotspot here. I'll try to get as much of the conversations for y'all as I possibly can. But for the most part, like I said, I'm trying to stick to a very strict regimen. I may either include it into this series or I could do it in another video. Where I go over pretty much the schedule that I try to adhere by. It's never perfect. It's never perfect by any means, especially when you have a lot going on. But the good thing is having a schedule and having an idea where, okay, if you wake up a little bit later, or in this case, right, where my son took a nap a lot earlier than I expected him to, then you just kind of play around with it, right? You move things around. And so right now I want to spend from 2 to 3 making some phone calls, seeing if we can book some demos with a couple local businesses. The reason for that is one of my biggest focuses that I want to focus on in 2025 is, of course, increasing our general growth when it comes to residential, but I also want to increase our growth when it comes to commercial. Because when wintertime comes, right, let's just say, so Q4, which is typically the last 3 months of the season, right, are typically slow unless you're doing like permanent lighting or holiday lighting or whatever it may be. If you're somewhere where it's cold and it snows, you can always transition into like snow removal and things like that, but it don't snow that bad here in Texas.
From Starbucks, what can I get you today?
Hi, can I do, you know what? I'll do the brown sugar oat milk.
Sure, the tea, brown sugar, oat milk, shaken espresso.
Yes,
Anything else that's available?
that'll be it.
Perfect. That's gonna be $6.98. Go with it for you.
Awesome. Thank you. I bet you guys have noticed this big ass pressure washer sitting behind me. We picked one up yesterday. They didn't have the gas one, but I'm gonna end up returning it because it's not what we need at all. So. Oh no, I just got, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You're just fine. No worries. Thank you. You are the best. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Thank you. All right. So, shall we park up? We're just gonna park up, and we'll just do it from right here. Let's make a few calls. Anyways, we're going to let's see. Hopefully the mic works here, y'all. So forgive me if sometimes the audio's a little choppy. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out like the best setting for it. I might just end up getting a new mic too because for some reason this one just doesn't sound as crisp as I would like it to be. But that's okay. It wasn't, a super expensive one. We got the laptop out, and I want to check in with a couple of clients. Hey, I just had a quick question. I want to see if you could help me out.
Yeah.
Do you know who in the office, or I'm not sure who would be responsible for the maintenance of the building?
Okay.
And then I can give you my name and number whenever you're ready.
Okay, yeah. I'll get in touch with them and just double check, and then I will give you a call back.
Absolutely. You said your name was Kenzie, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, Kenzie. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, give me a shot whenever you can, and we'll hopefully try to get that figured out.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody. So we just got back from Starbucks. I'm having a little bit of lunch right now because your boy is starving. While the missus is downstairs making some chicken tortilla soup, I'm gonna take you guys into the computer. You guys are gonna jump in there with me. We're gonna go over the implementation plan that we're having as far as our repeat customers, and then what we're planning to do for marketing going forward in 2025 to help us hit that goal of $10,000 a month in profit. So I'm going to go ahead, take you guys in there. I'm going to eat real quick, and then we'll go over all that good stuff. And then that'll probably be the end of the video. I'm hoping the third day, I'll take you guys with me, will be a day that we're actually going door to door, and you guys can see those conversations. And hopefully, well, maybe we may do a challenge to see how fast it takes for me to close a door and a sale that particular day, which may be tomorrow. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to get back into eating. We'll jump into the computer, and I'll be with you guys in a second. All right. We are in the lab, and this is really where the magic happens, is behind the desk. And so currently I do have my son with me, so you'll see his little face popping in and out. But as promised, I'm going to be showing you guys a lot of the retention plan that we have going on as far as marketing, how we're going to be able to keep our customers coming back year after year after year, and growing at least 5% every year. And I know that's a bit of a stretch because I do live in Texas. It's a very big market, but I'd rather shoot higher, have those expectations, and if we shoot lower than that, that's okay. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna jump into Canva. Okay, so we are currently in Canva. This is what I have planned for 2025 to end it off, as well as come 2026. So a lot of the stuff that we are gonna be doing, it won't really roll out. We'll roll it out this year, but it won't really take effective until 2026 because a lot of the efforts that we're doing, we'll be able to tweak, we'll be able to, do some testing on different things and seeing what works. So before we jump into the marketing side of things, I want to show you guys the retention side of things. So earlier in the video, I was telling you guys that currently our retention rate is at 11.45%. Sorry, that looks absolutely terrible. But it's at 11.45%. So most of the leads or most of the customers that we're working with this year are usually from Thumbtack. A lot are from like word of mouth referrals and things like that. But majority of them are from Thumbtack. And so we've kept a really good base as far as keeping people coming back that have booked us from Thumbtack. So I know a lot of people, they will, I think a lot of people have a bad perception on Thumbtack, and I get the concept as to why people don't like it as far as like home service contractors. But if you provide really good work and you have really good reviews, it's going to be really good for you to get that customer, right? Because one, as of right now, it costs us about $35 per lead on Thumbtack. $35 is not a bad lead cost in my opinion. Of course, we can always bring that down, and that is the goal, absolutely. But $35 per lead, that ends up becoming a lifetime value for a customer, being 10 times more of that. Like I said, it's not a bad deal at all. So what are we planning to do in order to retain more customers, right? So this year, one thing that we are going to be implementing a lot more of is we're going to be doing service agreements, right? And forgive me, I do not have my pen with me, so I'm just drawing off of my finger. We're going to put service agree. So service agreements is going to be something that allows us to lock in a customer for either 2 times a year or 4 times a year. And so what that's going to do is allow us to be able to take a customer that we would normally see 1 time a year and offer them more discounts in exchange for seeing them twice a year or 4 times a year. And again, because we have different services, I can typically bundle it where we can even give discounts on gutter cleaning, pressure washing, holiday lighting, right, when that time comes around, because there are some seasonal services that we do offer, right? Like you're not going to get window cleaning or pressure washing done, or gutter cleaning for that fact, in the wintertime, right? So typically everything kind of kicks up around spring, really picks up around summertime. And then from there, we're pretty much busy. And then we start pushing holiday lighting. So service agreements is really going to be one of the biggest things that we are buckling down on. And one of the key components to that is, again, going out, doing a really good service the first time around. So that way, when we offer that service agreement, they're more willing to do it. And again, right, if they don't like the results within that year, they're more than welcome to cancel the service agreement and then just kind of do it as a service by service base. So that is going to be number 1, what we're going to be doing this year, implementing this year, and then really taking full effect come 2026. The second thing that we're going to be doing, and again, I talked about this in the actual video itself, is loyalty rewards. And what I'm going to do is, to kind of save time from writing, I'm going to put LR for loyalty rewards. So I'm sure everyone who watches this video is going to understand how loyalty reward works. It's one of those situations where you go into a place and you put in your phone number, you get points back per amount that you spend. And so with this being a home service-based business, it's very easy to rack up some loyalty reward points. And again, it incentivizes the homeowner to want to use those points, right? To want to upgrade a service, to want to be able to take advantage when they have enough points to get a free service, right? Or a service at 50% off. So it's something that we truly believe in, and giving back to the homeowner, giving back to the customer. Because again, right, like I said in the video, and I stated, I'm a firm believer of when companies invest back into their customers. So again, this is just a different incentive that we can offer as a company to our customers to make them feel more appreciated, to reward them for spending money with us and being loyal to the brand of the Texas Shine. And then third, this is a no-brainer, and honestly, like it's kind of dumb that I'm adding it, but it really plays a vital role, right? Which is quality service. Okay. Don't make fun of me for my writing, okay? Um, one of the biggest things that I see a lot, man, when it comes to the blue collar industry is that, when we all think of blue collar, we think of like the plumber with his butt crack hanging out and, maybe a guy smoking a cigarette with a cast on his hand, right? Like, unfortunately, there hasn't been much dignity when it comes to the home service business because they know as a plumber, electrician, or whatever, right now, they know that you have to get that service done. So most people don't really care about appearance. They don't really care about quality. And I don't mean necessarily just off of work, but I mean like customer service, how you engage with customers. And again, showing up when you say you're going to show up, doing what you're saying you're going to do. If you overpromise and underdeliver, that's going to absolutely crush your brand reputation. And that's the last thing that you want. So for us, that's something that has always been essential to me is quality, right? So I don't care if I have to spend an extra hour in a house. I'm going to make sure I left it better than how I found it. And so for me, that's something that has always been a part of my personal culture, and that's something that I show our technicians to do the same thing, to always be striving to leave the house better than how you found it, and doing a really good job at engaging with the customer, building relation with the customer, because that's how you build brand loyalty, brand in itself. So the plan is to be able to take that 11%, and we want to kind of see it hopefully by next year. Of course, we're still acquiring customers, see how next year goes as well. But I want to be able to get it up to about 20% in 2026. So that is the plan. I want to raise it from 11.45%, let's call it 11%, to 20% in 2026. And again, that's focusing on those three things. Now, will we tweak things along the way? Absolutely. But as of right now, we're just deploying, we're implementing out, testing things out to work, to see how they work. And if customers respond well to them, then great. We'll keep rolling it out and doing other things like that. Oh, and one thing I completely forgot to mention is we actually have this really cool loyalty card that we're getting designed up, and I think I did have one, a copy with me, but I don't know where it is right now. But it's a really cool loyalty reward card. It actually feels like an actual like an American Express card, right? It's got some weight to it. It looks great. And again, I think it's something cool that most people will want to keep, right, in their wallets. And again, but these are small little things that we're just, it's all about the small details when you're in the home service business, right? Because yes, everyone can provide the same service. Now, is the quality there? Not really. Is the customer service there? Not really, right? But even with the really good brands out here in Texas, it's all about the small details. And for me, I'm big on the small details, man. I'm big on um, the things that most people won't be willing to do or think of or feel that they're a waste of time to implement and employ, right? So for me, I deploy these things because I really feel like they make a difference when someone has that nice loyalty card that it's a digital card. So every time that they have a service, it has a QR code on the back of it that scans, right? They can scan it or they can log in. They can see how many points they've already gotten for that service and then for every service going forward. And on top of that, I am planning on partnering with other local brands, whether it's like a carpet cleaner or house painting, maid services, whatever it is, and they can also access those discounts through the loyalty reward card. So again, it's just incentivizing them to just be more loyal to the brand, because we're willing to work with other brands to give them other discounts, give them other benefits that come along with being a Texas Shine customer. All right, everybody. And like that, we are done with a second video, the second glimpse of the day in the life of an entrepreneur building a window cleaning business. I hope you guys take a lot of good, again, even if you're not in the business space and you kind of just enjoy like the day to day content. Like I said, let me know you guys' thoughts. If you guys want to see more of the personal life or more of the day to day cleanings, yeah, just like I said, leave a comment below. Let me know how we can improve, how we can make these videos better for you guys. We are in the process of trying to find a videographer to be able to do a lot of the outside content. And so that way, the quality of the videos are going to improve. But as of right now, like I said, because my schedule is so sporadic, sometimes it's just a little bit easier that I do it myself. Next video will probably be me and the technicians out on actual jobs. And so that way you guys can see the team, you guys can meet some of the guys. And yeah, like I said, we got some really cool things coming, guys. We got a van that we're about to get. It's either going to be like a Nissan Cargo or maybe like, what was the other one looking at? I think it was like a Ford. But anyways, like I said, we're looking into that. We're looking into getting an office slash warehouse space. That way we have space for the holiday lighting and to put up all the racks and all that. So again, like I said, it's gonna be really good content coming forward, guys. So again, thank you guys so much for being a part of this. And I'm excited for us to grow. I'm excited for you guys to see our growth as well. So anyways, peace, love, excellence. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. All right. Peace.